Hey guys, Mo here. We're back for more FGO, Ordeal Call 1. We're now in the... excuse me. We're now in the final section, should be. The epilogue. I mean, the reward here is... should be the Holy Grail, so this should be the last one. So yeah. So last time we're finally done with the system Grail War. I guess no one won the Grail War. I mean, you could say Duryodhana, kinda. He was the last one standing. But it's more like a draw, honestly. This is kinda like the whole Ichigo versus Kenpachi situation where technically, to me, at least to me, it's a draw, but Kenpachi took it as his loss, as Ichigo's win. In this case, Bima took it as his loss, and Duryodhana actually took it as his win. So, but we're finally done with that, and we're finally getting out of the virtual world, and I'm guessing we're back in Stormborder, maybe. So let's just get into this. Well, home sweet home, I guess. Senpai, how are you feeling, Senpai? Mash? Morning, Mash. You look like you always do. Phew, what a relief. Yep, vitals are all looking good. Not that there was ever a problem with them. More like you fell into a strange coma, but not one like your usual Ram state. Ram? Is it not just one Ram? Then you woke up just as suddenly. It's a real head scratcher, alright. And then there's Sion. Same thing happened to her, right down to waking up at the same moment. Yes, that certainly was strange, but now that we have both woken up and we are in perfectly good health, I would say we have nothing to be concerned about. Do you not agree? I mean, sure, that's the most important thing, but did this actually happen for no real reason? Like, did you two get hit with localized sleeping gas? An electromagnetic pulse to your brains? Some unknown form of magecraft? I can't help but think there must be a reason behind this. Ah, right. I just recalled the problem we were working on prior to Minami and I falling asleep. How's the paper moon doing now? Oh, that? For some reason, it started working again right around the time you woke up. It's working like always now, though we're still checking to make sure. I wonder what happened with it. We'll need to keep digging to see what we can find out. I see. I'm glad to hear it's back to its old self. The paper moon? Yeah, a lot of shit went down in there. You look troubled, Senpai. Is something wrong? I suspect you had a dream while you slept, yes? Do you recall what it was about? I do think I was dreaming, but no, I can't remember. Surprise! Sorry to interrupt, but can I ask you something? Our foundation of humanity grade just jumped from E to D not too long ago. Oh, that's good. We did something good there, definitely. Do you two have any idea what that might be? You did? No idea. How about you, Sion? No comment from me either. After all, it was not something I experienced. Okay, so she does remember then. Sounds like she does remember what happened. So let's just chalk it up to both me and Minami growing without realizing it. The important thing is that one of our problems is solved. Can we just be happy about that? That's weird. It's not like Sion to be so vague. More importantly, I think you should keep examining Master Minami. It seems he pushed his brain harder than usual this time, so that deserves a thorough checkup. Oh yeah, good point. Okay, one last round of medical exams, then we'll call it a day. We might still call you in for follow-ups, but for now, the best thing you can both do is rest up in your own rooms. Not you though, Mash. I want you to stay and rest here, where I can keep an eye on you until you're properly recovered. You haven't gotten a wink of sleep since Minami lost consciousness. You've been at his bedside the whole time, so I'm ordering you to get some rest right here, right now. Oh, exposed. Exposed. Oh, I get the feeling you're about to have an unusual visitor. I would like to see what happens next, but my room is off that way, so I'll just wish you good night. Huh. Karma, maybe? Hey, can I talk to you for a second? I'm assuming it's Karma. Oh, what the wait, what? Wait, she's actually one of the staff here in Chaldea? What the fuck? Oh, like, but goddamn, she hot though. But what? She's actually one of the staff here, but then... Okay, so what's your guild is all about then? What the hell? Okay, hi Elron. Elron. That's a name. Elron. Yeah, you know who I am, right? Okay, this is definitely... I'm pretty sure this is a 100% new character. Because I do not remember you. But I guess you've been here with us this whole time in the background as one of the staff. But what? I was not expecting a Chaldea staff. Yeah, you know who I am, right? I'm Seriera Elron. I work in the records department. Records department. Oh. We've said hello before, but never really talked. I don't think we've ever had a conversation before. Okay. But now I'm really curious about her for some reason. Damn, she's hot. She's really hot. Cannot deny that. She is the alter ego. The involved type. I suppose you could say alter ego involved. What is that supposed to mean? She just happened to be nearby during the first rotation, so she probably was at least physically close to you. Oh wow, so she's alter ego involved because she just happened to be involved in this. Okay, that's okay. Physically close to you. However, her alter ego is just a copy of the original's personality model, so she has no direct connection to her counterpart in the outside world. No direct connection to her counterpart in the outside world. Oh, okay, I get it. Your minds were drawn in here by direct, if accidental, intervention, which probably rendered your bodies comatose. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I understand. Because us And Sion, we were directly pulled into this, but our real body fell into a coma. But Seriera, she didn't. I'm assuming she didn't fall into coma like us. So it's just Rani 12 just using. So Rani 12 just using Elrond's personality as a model. I think I'm explaining it poorly, but I understood what just happened. But I'm pretty sure I understand what Rani 12 just said here. But the real Seriera is going about her normal life, completely unaware that she's been copied. Yes, okay, yeah. Any feedback she does experience is likely to be no more than a slight subconscious tingle of sorts. Slight subconscious tingle. The reason there is such a difference between you two and her is that, well, she was already in a state of mind that made her very easy to copy. What is that supposed to mean? Whereas the two of you fell in here entirely by accident. That's why she became an official master AI and you didn't. I can only guess, but I believe she may have already been slightly mentally unstable. I guess. That's what I assume. Such that it will be easy for a fragment of her personality to be detached. But now I'm really curious, like, why does she feel that way? Why does she feel the guilt and all that? Slightly mentally unstable. She was likely experiencing the kind of instability which would make her dislike. She was likely experiencing the kind of instability which would make her dislike who she is. Passively, which would make her dislike who she is and look for a chance at becoming someone else. Okay, why? What happened to her? Why does she has that guilt and this? Why is she mentally unstable here? What happened? Hey. Yes. So you wanna talk? Don't just say what I want before I get a chance to. Did you use a mind reading spell on me? Well, whatever. I usually leave the personal relationship stuff to Munier and the others, so we've never really talked much before. But there's something I want to talk to you about now. Would you come with me? It won't take long. So what's this about? Well, there's something I've been meaning to apologize for. Is this about that guilt? What is it actually? What is it about? I just suddenly had the feeling now would be a good time to talk to you. Okay, here goes. Remember back when... we're going back all the way here. What the hell is happening? We're going back all the way before this entire part 2 started? Wait, right? 2019? 2019. Because Solomon ended... let's see. 2017. Solomon ended end of 2018. And then the entire 2019 is Remnant, Epic of Remnant. So yeah, this is at the end of Epic of Remnant before Cosmos in the Lost Belt started. The blizzard has come and gone. Now all that remains is clear blue sky. Before long, the pale blue is marked by the single black dot of an approaching helicopter. The helicopter brings important passengers and the harsh reality that the end is close at hand. And that's when Gordolf, Koenskaya, and Kotomine Kiri, right? Kiri is here. Yeah, right. Kotomine Kiri was there as well. Oh boy, good times. Oh man, they're almost here. What are you so upset about? Are you really gonna be that sad to say goodbye to this job? Of course not. Sure, I'm assuming this is just a random other staff maybe. Of course not. Sure, I've got other things to do too. But I knew when I took this job that being the gatekeeper for a secret Antarctic base would be boring as hell. I swear, who did they think was gonna come visit us? The local penguins? Still, boring as the job is, it's a big deal knowing today is my last day. Is that how it works? Anyway, why are you here to help out in my first and last big moment at this job? Wait, does this mean you want to spend as much time with me as possible before we say goodbye, Seriara? Don't be ridiculous. I'm just following orders. This might well be the first time anything noteworthy happened at this gate, so they wanted a record keeper, yeah. So they wanted a record keeper here for posterity. Also, how many times do I have to tell you not to call me by my first name? I can't help it. It's just such a great name. I wonder how many times I've used it anyway. So hey, I know it's a long shot, but there's something I've been wanting to say. We've been working together a pretty long time now, and I guess we'll be getting out of here and going our separate ways soon, so I was wondering if you'd like to grab a bite to eat with me sometime? Ooh. I'm serious. 312. What the hell? Huh? That's how many times you've called me by my first name without my permission? I kept track. Why would you keep track of that? Oh wow, that's impressive. I guess there's a reason why you went into record keeping. That's not the point. My point is, do you really just want to grab one bite with me? Oh damn, okay. You've been trying to get to know me for a while, pretty unsubtly too. As many times as you've used my first name. Do you really want to ask me out just this one time? Damn, if only it was that easy. Don't be ridiculous. Of course I was gonna ask you out a bunch of times. As long as you say yes, I'll keep inviting you. So does this mean you're saying yes? It does, right? Oh man, this is great. I'm so glad I finally worked up the courage to ask. Oh boy. Oh, y'all, you guys have no idea the fuckery about to transpire very soon once the helicopter lands. Hey, come on, stop pumping your fist and get back to work. Look, they're outside the gate right now. That must be our new director, Gordolf Music, and Koenskaya, Kire. Who's the pink-haired lady? His secretary? Yeah, kind of. Oh boy, good times. Probably, yeah. Yeah. There's people from the UN inspection committee here too. That is sure not just a bunch of randos. Oh boy, good times. Hey, where's the mic on this thing? This is it. We're here. Someone open the gate, damn it. Yeah, alright. I gotta do this whole check-in protocol thing for maybe the first time ever. Would you hit the button to let them in once the light turns green, Seriera? Also, what would you like to eat? Got it. I'm good with anything, but Portuguese food would be nice to have again. I haven't been back home in ages. Oh, she's Portuguese. Interesting. Oh boy. And fuckery ensued. Oh boy. Oh, Anastasia and those, well, what are they called again? Those soldiers, I forgot. Good times. Wait, don't tell me she felt guilty for letting those people in. So, there you have it. I was the one who opened the gate and let them in. Damn, she felt guilty about that. Like, girl, that's not your fault. As I look back on it, that was our last chance to stop all of this from happening. I keep dreaming about how things would be different if I just realized something was off back then. I think even if you didn't let them in, I think Kyrie is somehow gonna bust the door open anyway. Kyrie, Anastasia, those soldiers. Koyanskaya, she got all those weapons. Hey, come on, there's no way you could have known. It's not just you, we were all prepared to let them in. I know. We were all writing up documents, getting ready for court hearings, and Director Music's takeover was completely legal. Hell, he was strict just like the rest of us, for that matter. So I know we were basically destined to end up here. Yeah. But even so, I can't help but think about what would have happened if I hadn't hit that button. The fact is, I pushed us across that final line between this happening and not happening. Like, girl, chill. Like, I think it's gonna happen even if we didn't let them in. And I just can't get that out of my head. Maybe I could have noticed something was off with Koenskaya and told them the gate was acting up or something. Maybe I could have then talked to one of the higher-ups, and then things would have turned out differently. Maybe if things had gone differently, he would have made it in. If things had gone differently, he would have made it onto the border too. Oh, so the guy the guy who asked her out. Oh yeah, so he died there. And I wouldn't have broken my promise to have dinner with him. That's really not your fault though. There's so many possibilities all swirling around my head. I can't just forget what happened. I mean, I'm a record keeper. I write journals for fun, and my family's lineage of memory magecraft never lets me forget anything. Ooh, that sucks. So basically you got a picture perfect memory of everything that happened. And that's why I can't get rid of this guilt. Wait, 2019? Holy shit, damn. So it's been pretty much it's at the end of 2019, so it's pretty much has been 5.5 years. That's crazy. It's been 5.5 years you've been carrying that guilt. All the time, I've got this giant ball of guilt making me wonder how things could have gone differently if I had just been a little more careful. I've talked about this in therapy. Maybe everyone else here already knew how guilty I feel. Hell, maybe even you noticed at some point. But right now, for some reason, I got the urge to tell you myself. I wanted to apologize to your face. So please, let me say this. I know it's selfish of me, but I just have to get these words out. I'm sorry. You have nothing to apologize for. And that guilt you're carrying around, we all share it too. That's right, we all feel guilty. And as for how we can put it behind us, forget about it. Whether we should forget about it, whether we can ever make amends, well, I don't think anyone knows the answers to those questions yet. So let's go find them together. So I hope you'll keep helping us all look for them. Okay. That's right. Strange person I feel like I feel like I met in a dream. Letting the guilt overwhelm me isn't going to do anyone any good. So even if I can't forget it, I can still use it to fuel me. That's what Bhima said to her. Even if I can't forget it, I can still use it to fuel me and let it drive me to do what I can, how I want. Oh, that's what Bhima said to her before he went away. Yeah, use it to motivate you instead. And I'm going to trust that one day that'll be enough to finally make amends. No, that was nice. But damn, she is hot. I cannot deny that. Okay, so what now? Ow, ow. That's strange. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Kind of lonely? Anxious? Oh? How so? Go on, tell me. What did you forget? What's got you feeling lonely? Huh? Weird. I think it just went away. Really now? What's that all about? They said you were in a coma or something, and none of them knew why. So I thought I'd stop by to see if there were any fun changes in you. But you look the same as ever. You're so boring. Why couldn't you be drowning your woes in booze or whining about not wanting to work anymore or something? All I wanted was a golden opportunity to drag you into depravity, and you couldn't even give me that. What? What is it? Speaking of work, you shouldn't push yourself too hard. That reminds me, don't work too hard without checking in with us. Huh? Why are you scolding me when I didn't even do anything? Did you forget that I've been boycotting my entire God of Love gig this whole time? You really don't need to tell me not to work too hard. I'm way ahead of you there. So don't get the wrong idea, okay? I'm only here because, well, it just worked out that way. Even so, I'm glad you're here. Are you still half asleep or something? Why would you be glad to see the Demon King of Depravity? Maybe you really did experience some kind of degenerative, self-destructive change, the kind just begging to be corrupted. But for now, why don't you just treat yourself a bit? Go on back to sleep if you're still drowsy. I think I will. You've convinced me. Good night. It could be that the alter egos wanted to materialize. That these other personalities that still exist despite being ignored and repressed want nothing more than to come to the forefront. Maybe the very expression of that desire is what makes alter egos what they are. Which would mean that the alter ego who longs for love, no matter how minute, is still somewhere inside the servant that created her. Idiot. It was your alter ego, so... Well, that was certainly embarrassing. Now that I have analyzed Rani 12 and determined how she came about, it is clear this incident was one of the ordeal calls that man told us about. Still, quite a surprise to see so much distortion built up on the paper moon of all places. It may not have risen to the level of the 7 taboos, but if I had been a little more diligent, maybe we would have discovered this distortion before it became a problem. As I am meant to be the paper moon's caretaker, this has been a humbling experience. The only positive is that, despite being taken by surprise, we were still able to resolve the situation. Everything else simply demonstrates how much room we have for improvement. And thanks to my frequent use of memory partition, I can recall the whole experience clearly. Oh yeah, so she does remember the whole thing. In fact, I wonder if I'm the only one who does. Kama is also accustomed to existing as multiple versions of herself. I would not be surprised if she remembers too, but I think I'll be merciful and not bring it up. As for Miss Elron and Minami, I would expect their memories are subconscious at best. Still, an opportunity like this does not come along every day, so I may as well go over it as a thought experiment. We were brought into the Paper Moon's world during the first spin of the alter ego generating centrifuge. It is therefore extremely likely that Minami was an alter ego too. But what kind of alter ego was he? His poor condition when we first entered that world may be a hint. He was in bad enough shape that he could barely fight without help from my ether light. Oh yeah, we were kinda like almost like blackout from time to time, kind of. So he was in suboptimal physical condition for reasons unknown, and there was a discrepancy between his mind and body. Put all this together and... now I see. Hypothesis 1. He was an alter ego who was fed up with fighting. Oh. Fed up with fighting. Yes, I like that idea. In fact, I certainly hope he has such a side to him somewhere. Ideally, no human should ever want to fight more than is necessary. If he lacks that trait, then he will never be able to go back to a normal life once the fighting is over. Let us try the opposite approach. If a given person was excited about fighting a battle for the fate of the world and was neither hesitant nor concerned about it, if that person did not have the slightest trace of a personality that would push them to avoid fighting where necessary, that person would be a berserker in human form. Something about them would have to be broken. Such a person would never be able to return to a normal life after the fighting ended. They would continue to seek bloodshed wherever they went. But fortunately, Minami has also demonstrated a strong likelihood that he will not go down that path. That is good. That is how he should be. Well, when he used Medusa's virtual noble phantasm mystic code to fight back himself, I did also see that he was completely unafraid to stand on the front line, but the one that does not cancel out the other. There are times in many people's lives when they end up loving someone despite trying to avoid it, and when they fight in hope of not having to fight again. Of course, if he is willing to fight despite being sick of fighting as long as he has sufficient reason, that is a worrying possibility unto itself. But there's probably nothing we can do there except encourage him to continue seeing a therapist. Another possibility, made perhaps with the benefit of hindsight, is that he did not win the Holy Grail War. Using that as a hint, maybe it was a version of him which was not the last master of humankind and was not responsible for the world's fate. Wait, what? Benefit of hindsight. A version of him which was not the last master of humankind and was not responsible for the world's fate. So before the entire Grand Order happened then. Maybe that version of him was just an ordinary master. An alter ego who was just looking to take it easy for once. That one seems unlikely. Of course, ultimately, this is all just conjecture. It could simply be that he was pulled into that world because he was a master with command spells. And that he was the one exception that was never made into an alter ego at all. In that case, his poor physical condition could be chalked up as a simple reconstruction error during the import process. Okay. I think I would give that one about 50-50 odds. Anyway, I think that's enough considering what happened to Minami for the time being. Right now, I need to reflect on my own mistakes. Like the fact that I took advantage of my childhood appearance. To use that thread, I threw away because it was simply too unethical to rely on. Talk about a black mark. Anyway, I suppose I failed to realize I still had these feelings. Even though I had long since come to the conclusion that I should not be their friend, it seems there is still a childish part of me who wants to regardless. That simply will not do. I had better excise this memory permanently. Oh, damn, don't have to though. But despite myself, I still decided to play back just one part of it. Although this version of myself standing here never forgot what I decided my place should be. Now that I have adventured through a world where I was able to forget that place, if briefly, I thought I should reaffirm the feelings that led me to make that original decision. Okay, the last one. Oh, hey, isn't that... What, Diridana? Oh, okay. Yum, 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 yum. I see you're really enjoying that curry bread. Shoo shoo shoo. Shoo shoo. No, you can't have a bite. I wasn't asking. Baker and that super jack. Baker and that Baker and that super jack new cook came up with this curry bread together. Oh shit, it's Bima. He's here. It's got a perfect balance of spice, salt, sugar, and other amazing flavors. If you want one, go get your own. What's that? You want to know what I'm reading while I snack? It's some kind of essay that just popped up in the database one day. It was a good test subject for my emergency excitation response system. But once I used that to materialize it, I didn't have anything better to do than, well, read it. So what's it about? It's a treatise on alter egos, how they're formed, the implications of their existence, that kind of thing. Oh yeah, she is an alter ego too, I forgot about that. We have been quick to make use of this class of servants despite not understanding their greatest significance or true nature. And perhaps it is time we take a moment to reconsider that choice. I believe doing so will lead us to a greater understanding of alter egos in general, and also help us learn how to make even more effective use of their power. I know, right? Takes itself real seriously. Oh, it goes on to say this too. Alter egos generally appear of their own accord. So be warned that unless you are using yourself as material and you already possess an incredibly OP skill, intentionally making a new one would be both difficult and ill-advised. Well, hell, even speaking for myself, I have no idea why this version of me is an alter ego. But you don't regret being one, right? Of course not. I might not know why I came out like this, but I know exactly why I am this way. Obviously, it's because of my deep, abiding love for Lady Yu. Pause for dramatic effect. So this is that aspect of her. That's the part of this essay I agreed with the most. It says that even though alter egos are derived from fragments of their original's personality, the nature of their existence also makes it possible for them to do things the original couldn't. In my case, if I was still my old self, with all my extraneous ties and obligations, I wouldn't be able to live the dream of devoting everything to Lady Yu. Yeah, maybe you're right. It would be nice if she put a little effort into her job too. I kind of get the feeling someone once said they're hollow creations with nothing of substance. But even if that's true, I don't think that's all there is to them. Even if the alter egos think of themselves as no different than walking dolls, burning their very selves for fuel, and that they wouldn't be able to do anything if they weren't made from emotions, there's no denying their purity. And there must surely be places reachable only by beings as pure as them. Since I'm one of the keenest intellectuals around here, and one of the alter egos in question, I think I'll add my own thoughts on the subject. I'm pretty sure regular people are just as capable of doing the same things as alter egos filled with a singular focus. For example, let's say you accomplish a great feat and go down in history. Maybe the you who accomplished that wasn't the normal you, but a you who only lived to love someone else. Maybe it was a you who just wanted to protect a certain someone, even if it cost you your life. Or maybe it was a you who only cared about killing someone. My point is, maybe us alter egos are just a series of the countless moment-to-moment heroic forms everyone has within them. Okay. I get you. Or something like that. I think I kind of maybe understand what you mean. Possibly. Which is it? Oh well, it's no big deal. Like I said, I was just reading this cause I didn't have anything better to do. Some old-timey jazz, chosen by who knows who, echoed quietly throughout the cafeteria. The musician was singing a heartfelt song about how, as long as you believe in them, even artificial creations and paper moons can become as real as anything else. It got me thinking, maybe in the same way sabers fight with swords, and lancers fight with spears, alter egos fight with the strength that comes from devotion to something besides themselves. Complex breakthrough. What? Cool. Cool. It's only a paper moon, okay. Shit, we ranked up. Wait, is that Japan? What the fuck is that? I'm assuming that's alter ego, yeah. What the? Ordeal Call 2, that's definitely Japan, yeah. Yeah, this is Asia. Yeah, this is Asia and that's Japan. Right? That is Japan, right? Interesting. So there you have it. We're finally done with Ordeal Call 1. I'm guessing it's just a free quest, yeah. I'll do this later on my own. So yeah, we're finally done with Ordeal Call 1. Zero Compass, Inner Domain, Paper Moon. So we finally resolved one of the, well, Ordeal Call. As mentioned by quote-unquote Romany Ackerman, the guy. We still have no confirmation who he is exactly. So yeah, so this Ordeal Call is focused on the alter egos issue. And wait, oh, I didn't realize you can just shortcut here. Oh wow. So we have two more, right? I'm assuming, if I'm not mistaken, it should be Avenger and Ruler, and I don't know which one is the next one, and I don't know when is the next Ordeal Call gonna come. I hope it's not too long. I don't even know if in JP server right now if the Ordeal Call shenanigan is over yet. I kind of know something major just happened in the JP server, but I tried my best to avoid any spoilers, so I have no idea what's going on there. But yeah, there you have it, guys. Ordeal Call 1. Oh, Ordeal Call 1. It was fun. It was short. It was actually quite short, like 17 sections only, because usually, like a chapter, like lostbelt chapter, there's usually like 20 plus sections, right? So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty short. And we're finally done with Order Call 1. And our, what was it called? Foundation of Humanity compass also ranked up from E to D. And I guess we'll just have to wait for the next Ordeal Call, which is, well, Ordeal Call 2, which seems to be happening in Japan. I think it is Japan, right? Yeah, it's Japan. So thank you guys for watching. Oh, excuse me. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Ordeal Call 1, the entirety of this chapter, because I did. And if you do, please give this video a like and feel free to subscribe. And I'm looking forward to Ordeal Call 2 whenever that is. I hope it's not too long. Please, please, not too long. My god. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.